What's up guys, Cory here. So Chris Hemsworth is back in the latest installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Thor Ragnarok, and we're going to break it down right now on Attack of the Review.
So much has happened since I last saw you. I lost my hammer, like yesterday, so that's still pretty fresh.
Thor Ragnarok was directed by Taika Waititi, and it stars Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, Mark Ruffalo, and Tom Hiddleston, just to name a few.
Surprise! This will be such fun.
The film performed very well at the box office over the weekend, raking in more than $121 million. So this film really did have it all. For the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it definitely delivered the standard action that you expect out of these films, but it was much more comedic and well written. I really felt like I was watching a standalone film for the first time that didn't have to connect to the other characters, even though of course you're going to get the Incredible Hulk and Loki. You're still going to get some new characters like Valkyrie, and you're going to see Hela for the first time really, and kind of the end of Odin, which kind of was sad for me, but who knows, you never know what kind of mischief they're going to pull out later on in these films, because you've also got Infinity Wars, which is coming up. But let's start with the cinematography, because for me, I always expect great stuff from Marvel or Disney, but I was really impressed by how seamless the CGI interacted with the real people in this film. There's a lot of CGI going on, there's a lot of effects, I mean a lot of effects, and it is beautiful actually. It is one of the best CGI integrations I've seen into a real world ever, especially in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, people like Iron Man have it down, they have a process, these studios have been working on him for years, but to make a whole new world and have characters battle each other, and a lot of it was just outstanding. It was things that I think only really Taika Waititi was thinking that this was going to make or break this film, because these scenes were outstanding, they were so much fun, and it's just something you really don't see in films nowadays. And I also got to mention the acting, because Chris Hemsworth and Loki are really bridging that gap between sibling for me now. I'm starting to really relate to their characters as brothers, and the hatred and the sarcasm that they give each other, and how they always are just demeaning each other, and it's just awesome to watch. It really brings you into the film. And I will mention Cate Blanchett and Tessa Thompson here, two of the most powerful female performances in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that I've seen yet. The only problem I have with this film here is that they gave the Hulk way too much personality. I mean, I love the Hulk, don't get me wrong, but that kind of deficiates the whole reason that you have Mark Ruffalo as the character. I mean, going from the Hulk that has a little bit of knowledge is cool back to Mark Ruffalo, but having the idea that he was the Hulk for 2 straight years and he can still come back, be Mark Ruffalo, all the thoughts are there, the brains are separate. For me, it just really draws the line on what the Hulk can actually be there, because at this point, if the Hulk can learn, then who knows what his bounds are. And I guess you gotta set a little bit of a lid on that. All in all though, I gotta give this film 4.5 out of 5 Blu-rays, because for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, this is the new standard film for me. This takes Iron Man and puts it back in its place and revamps the idea of what these films can be. 80s retro comedy, action thrillers, they're fun, they're fantastic. Take your kids, take your grandparents, just go see this film, that's all I can say. I highly recommend this. Well guys, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for stopping by our review for Thor Ragnarok. Let us know what you thought about the film down here in the comments. As always, hit subscribe on this side, and we'll see you next time on Attack TV.